Yeah.
You gotta give me a
Okay,
second.
how many berries does Nim pick?
Nim picks. We'll call it 16.
Like
Yeah,
16 per bush, because you said that he found a few bushes.
I think we'll call it 16 in total.
Ah,
Damn.
Because the last time I did that, you ended up with 26 additional edible arrangements.
And I'm more than happy with this berry picking philosophy.
Yeah, I think the general rule of thumb is whatever you find and whatever you forage in terms of plants is just going to be a d20 to see how many you get. And,
alright, Nim has 34.
yeah, 34. You already got 34 berries. These are like
Not
chestnut
enough
size.
berries. These
How
are
big
like
are
very
they?
small. It's gonna take forever to make a good wine at this rate.
They're like chestnut sized.
Damn, these things are small.
Yeah.
No, they're berries. They're not fruits.
Yeah. Man?
Chestnuts are pretty big for berries. Well, pretty big for a size of berry. Technically, they're a berry. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a horticulturist. That might not even be the right study for that, but I've already claimed not to be an expert. That's enough. In the comments, if you're watching this video, inform me what the correct terminology would be for discerning what's a berry.
Also call him
No,
a bitch.
it's a really dumb. I'm gonna say that now. It's dumb. Ignore it. You'll regret looking it up.
Ooh.
It's no. I'm not saying that because it's like, oh, it's bad. It's literally just very stupid. A waste of time.
So anyway, I'll say that, you know, you continue to travel and the sun starts to set, so you're approaching your nighttime hours. You gonna make dinner? Gonna go bed?
Yeah.
Your nighttime routine.
I am not making dinner. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Whoa.
Whoa!
You love making.
Whoa! Samson with no
Dang.
cooking? Whoa!
I'm just gonna snack on like one of my rations.
Well, I guess Yellow will cook.
Does anybody take notice of Samson's straight to Betty bye?
No, no one notices.
Everyone notices. You're the only one that's cooked this entire time.
Yeah.
No, nobody notices.
Everyone notices.
Nobody notices. That's a 26. I don't know what to say.
I feel like the role doesn't matter at this point. No one might know where he is, but everyone notices that he's not cooking.
No one knows where he is, despite being right in front of you. But everyone knows he's not cooking.
You want to roll me? You want to roll me an investigation, insight, or perception to try and beat Samson's attempt at slipping into bed unseen and unknown? Go right ahead. Go ahead and
Also,
challenge
isn't he the
us.
one driving the bus?
Ah,
I feel like...
nope. You're gonna have to stop the bus if you want to get out and cook somewhere.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I mean, Yellow will just cook up here.
Just start a fire on top of the water buck.
It's got a shell.
And we're also on a saddle, so
Cook time.
just don't set the saddle on. Nim will hand over her mess kit.
Yellow will just drop a slab of meat onto the plate.
Just cook a steak.
Also, as
I don't know if I'd call it a steak, but
also
it's...
as far as the saddle is concerned, I believe it was mentioned, but in case it wasn't, it's more like a moss mat than an actual leather saddle. And by more like, I mean like it literally is just like a moss.
It's like a
mat.
weirdly natural saddle.
Yeah, it's just made for the express purpose of like moss retains moisture and it helps the water bug retain moisture. It also helps your little open window, open walled sanctuary retain moisture. So yeah, it's like you're sitting on a lawn. Take that as you will. So yeah, Hyala's just gonna take over the role of Samson. So what meat are you untagging? How much are you cutting off? And all that good shit.
What we got?
We still might have some parrot bear meat. We definitely have snail meat, and now we have that sand crackler.
Yeah, that is not a Samson question, but an Eddie question because, well, he's the
The
item man.
parrot bear meat
Pirate
is
bear meat.
yeah. Arr.
Arr! The pirate bear. Bearer of pirates.
I mean, like, I can imagine Rosebeard with a little parrot bear on his shoulder.
A little mini parrot bear.
Yeah,
Considering they're actually like 20
a
feet
pseudo
tall.
parrot bear.
Pseudo.
Oh God!
It's just a stuffed
Don't get
toy.
Shay started.
It's a stuffed toy that you squeeze and it goes, hello! And then you're charmed by the toy.
Oh, he's so cute! And he uses that charm to sell you more toys.
So you're
Love
okay.
it.
So you're okay with giving me all your loot, right? I don't know. Hello. Absolutely, take everything.
Is this just the plot of Jingle All the Way 2?
Ha.
What the heck is Jingle All the Way to?
The sequel to Jingle All the Way.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like a bad Christmas movie.
It's my favorite Christmas movie.
Which means it's a bad Christmas movie.
Which means it is the worst Christmas movie. But it's also like the best Christmas movie.
Take your
Anyway,
word for it.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Put the parrot bear down!
Put the
So,
parrot bear
how much
down!
put the marketable plushie down. No.
So Samson has the parrot bear meat. Prin would probably be holding the snail meat. And the
Well, check his
bodies
inventory.
of the sand cracklers are probably holding the sand crackler meat.
I will also say Hyala should still be holding, I think it's 30 pounds of
Oh, yeah.
snail meat.
Hyala
Well,
has
no,
30
we
pounds
have-
of snail she's just been lugging around.
Yeah, I can't fit all of that into the bag of holding with literally everything else that's in there. So, you guys are gonna have to be some bags of holding yourselves. Capiche?
It's
She
literally
has
like
been.
Good.
I love
Yeah,
it.
Nim,
I love it, but it's
Nim's the only one
you
not.
took the idea of you guys are gonna be on your own for materials, figure it out so to heart that you are now swimming in materials. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Got
I
like
will
200
continue to
pounds
be.
of
It
junk.
is the right response. I'm not knocking it, but it's funny because I did not think you were gonna heed those words as much as you did.
I
Stuff
was
is
told.
nice.
I was explicitly told that survival was going to be a key factor here, so I made sure I could survive.
Please.
And
Just
not
so you
only am I
know-
surviving, I'm thriving.
Just so you know, in case it's not coming through on the mic, you are getting
it
the
is.
cheesy round of applause. My
is?
hands are going in a circle.
Nice.
Yeah, middle school round of applause.
so how much meat do you cook, Jade?
Well, let's see, there's 4 of us awake. 4 chunks.
4 of you awake, 1 missing. How much is a chunk? A pound?
So I'm imagining a Hyala-sized chunk is larger.
Probably like at least like 2 to 3 pounds.
That might be overkill, but yeah, she's also
a
not
pound
really
and a
like
half?
measuring. She's just she just hacked off 4 chunks, and however big they are is however big they are.
Is it divided by size, where the small people like Nim get smaller than the big people like Yala?
I mean, she'll let each person choose which slab they want.
I always
But
genuinely forget how gigantic Yala is. She is one big kitty.
Yes. But,
Yeah, if this
but yeah, she's not actively trying to be like, oh, here's a smaller piece for the smaller people. She's just like, chop, 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 chop. Fire, cooked food here.
Fire, cook food, eat or perish.
Yes.
Eat my food or die. Anybody snubs
Yeah, well,
tonight's
okay.
cooking, you're fucking going overboard.
Yeah, no, let me actually alter what she does. She gives Celeste like a third of what everyone else gets.
Please, Yala, may I have some more?
To eat or to throw on the ground?
She'll just look at you and be like, to eat?
Hold on.
A sheepish look.
Sheep.
I would imagine no one would be so absent-minded as to attempt to purposely earn the ire of the kitty.
like
Well, certain people might, certain suicidal people might, but
no, I'm just asking like about how much meat is there, because Nim's really small, and like over a pound of meat is a lot of meat for a small
It's
person.
Probably over a pound of meat.
Yeah, so Nim's gonna feel like really bad, but cannot finish that meat.
I would say you cut anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds of meat per cut. You make 4 cuts. We're going to say that even though each piece of meat is not equally cut, 5 pounds of meat will have been used.
Cool.
So Celeste asks for more. Before even finishing what's on her plate, you like hand it to her, and she's just like, she just looks at it as like this is all I get. What's going on? What does go on?
Y'all will ignore the question, because who asks for seconds before they've even had their firsts? That also gives Nim the chance to, like, offload her extra.
Yeah, so Nim will cut off a hefty chunk and be like, I can't finish this much, so you can have mine.
And Celeste will just take it and thank you, and then she'll eat her plate.
Her plate? Her food.
Her
The plate.
food.
Eat the...
I didn't-
She really was hungry, wow.
It is just an expression.
We know.
I know. I know that you know. That I know that you know. No. Yes.
Alright, now, so we once again come to the issue of how to keep Hyala from having heat stroke.
I imagine that throughout the day you've just been casting prestidigitation on
Well,
her.
yeah, but
We
it's
mean at
nighttime
night.
now.
What'd you do last night?
That was the test night to see how she handled it.
Yeah.
And she lived.
If it didn't cause any physical damage, she's just gonna deal with it.
Yala takes fire damage because the heat's too hot.
I mean, fire damage from heat stroke sounds like a thing.
She just starts boiling alive. Her blood starts cooking. Her proteins start denaturing. Oh god,
Yeah.
that'd be like the worst. Your party member just wakes up and they're just like, is this normal in the desert? They just peel off their entire hand. Like a cooked piece of chicken. It's like, this doesn't feel normal. Help.
Woohoo!
Whoa! That's your response to waking up to your hand being fried chicken?
Well,
Well,
there was... Never mind.
I'm not a cannibal, but fried chicken is fried chicken.
Well, if you could fry your hand
Yeah.
and then use it to break into a government agency.
True.
What?
I do
Mhm.
that all the time.
It's from a manga. There's a fried chicken scene and it's very weird.
Moving on. So,
Yeah. How
Nimble
does
asked-
Sandcackler taste? Does it taste like Pop Rocks? I hope it tastes like Pop Rocks. Or at least does some Pop Rocky stuff in your mouth.
I think we established that as a very tough, very gamey meat. That would probably be better just made into jerky than anything else.
Mm.
Why does my tongue feel sticky afterwards?
Pardon?
It's sand cackler, not snot.
I said prickly.
Yeah, I have no idea why your tongue would be prickly. I can't help you there, Chief.
No, I was making the joke that
I
it
know
tastes
you were
like
making. No, yeah.
Anyway, but Nimble asked if she needs to do something for the night to keep Yala cooler.
She'll just be like, I think it's fine.
Well, if that ever changes, let me know.
Of course.
Alright, who's doing the shifts? Nim will take first.
Samson ain't doing shit.
Yeah, before
Yeah, 'cause
before
Samson's laying
sleep
down.
happens, Hyala will be like, "Do you suppose we ought to do anything about, you know what?"
I feel so bad for Hyala because Nim's the last person you should ask.
The other two don't have souls right now, so
Well, no, because like
I mean, Celeste's a warlock and Prince, so
Prince Rich.
one could ask, did they ever have souls in the first place? Celeste
so
already sold hers, and like Samson said, Prince Rich.
Aw.
Nim's excuse is that she's not loved. She got her soul back by being unloved.
Yay.
hooray! Family trauma kept my soul.
Yeah,
Yay. Family
Hooray
trauma.
for family trauma!
Now turn it into soul music.
Aha.
So Nim will go. I'm not sure. Maybe we should just see if it's better in the morning. What will we do now?
I'm simply wondering how to handle it if something like that happens again and gets in the way of our success.
We could tie him up.
You think while he's like that, he'll be easily tied?
Well, he fell for the tap on the other shoulder trick.
Fair enough.
He's not always the sharpest marble in the tools. He's not the sharpest marble, is what I meant to say.
She has no idea what that means.
Is
Because
that
sharpest marble in the tools.
Yeah, no, I meant to say he's not the sharpest marble, and marbles aren't meant to be sharp.
Does Nim actually
Yeah, that's
say
why
that?
it's funny.
Yeah.
Does Nim actually say that the way you first said it?
Please.
Sure.
Yay! Your cowardice is peeling.
So wait, that just means he's less sharp than your average marble, which is already the opposite of
Which
sharp.
is
That is technically correct. He is
Yeah.
below average intelligence.
he is in fact the smoothest of marbles.
But yes, that is what Nim says.
Great. Now, if you say something even funnier, maybe you'll get that point of inspiration.
Yeah. So what's Yala's reaction to that statement?
She has no idea what it means, but just kind of moves on. She's just like, okay, it's just a nimism. So,
That's fair.
so she's like, do you think you'd be prepared to use spells against him?
Well, I don't have many spells that are meant to grapple. I can maybe learn some on the way, but right now, not really.
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be grappling.
What I mean to say is all of my spells could do a lot more damage than we need.
If he loses his sense of self, damage is exactly what we need.
Well, you probably know what you're talking about, so I guess...
Hogtie the Simpson!
And then someone else gets bitten.
Well, no. So between Samson's, because at one point Samson said to her like, "I sure hope we never have to like cross weapons with each other," and suddenly that sounds really ominous to Hyala. So she's asking Nim if Nim would be willing to just like beat the crap out of him if he goes crazy.
These in-party politics.
There's so many miscommunications between Samson and Hyala. I
And
don't
yet, this is
understand.
not the worst!
Because Samson was talking about Nim, and now Hyala thinks Samson was talking about Samson.
Funnier than it should be.
It's great.
So
I love
Nim will
the
go,
dynamics of
well,
this
if
party
it comes
are
to it,
fucking beautiful.
and you think it helped.
She just uses Baby's giant hand to restrain Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just squeeze, it just grabs him like Broly grabs Goku.
Just remember that anyone who decides to work against us is in fact against us.
Oh no, I'm sorry, the Dragon Ball fans are gonna kill me. I meant Lord Slug. I forgot
Yeah.
who was the big muscle person who
About
grabbed
the
Goku.
specifics of people that...
Many muscle people.
There were
Yeah.
many muscle peoples in that anime.
Muscle people only.
Nim nods along. Not understanding.
So, do
Of
we
course.
have
I feel like
shifts?
that just happened to Yala too. Yala nods
Yeah.
along, not understand.
Their conversations are both just like nodding at what
yes,
the other
I
person says while
completely
not
get it.
No.
Doesn't get it at all.
Hey, let's focus on the fact
Yeah.
they're actually communicating. This is good for their relationship. It's a lot
No,
better
they
than
can
where I was going
communicate
before.
Yala
They're
hides the
conspiring
dislike.
against Samson.
All character development between characters happens by conspiring against one of the other five.
At least with Hyala.
The
I would
great
assume that the
conspiracy.
conversation actually is in hushed whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hyala will just sort of nod her head, and then they can have their discussion about shifts, and I guess it was Nim, then Hyala, then Celeste.
Yeah, and if you really didn't want to, Frank could also do.
I feel like Hyala hasn't done any, so she can do the thing.
Okay.
She restores all her health anyways, so
Fair
Yeah.
enough. So it's gonna go Nim, then Hyala, then Celeste.
word.
Fair enough. At the agreement of the awake members on who decides to sleep and stay awake, Prin quickly tuckers off to sleep, and Celeste, for the first time so far, meditates with her glowing rock, which is a thing.
That's new.
Yeah.
So, and at that, you come to the next morning.
Woo!
Yay. Does anything
Said a
happen?
bunch of stuff.
I don't know. What does
Yeah.
Samson do first thing in the morning? I feel like there might be something that occurs. It's that kind of session. You set that up.
Oh, I
Oh my
know.
gosh, what?
I just
That
didn't
was
know if you were sighing at me or just sighing because you were like releasing
I
the
was
pressure
stretching.
valve. Oh, okay.
He's going through.
He's
His
going
emo
through
phase.
some shit. Okay. Alright.
Samson's just going to, I assume, wake up, and like the only person he sees is Celeste.
Yeah.
Like,
That is how the shifts
awake.
work. Yes.
So presumably,
So-
just so we're sure, Nim stopped doing her like random transformations in the middle of the night before Yala woke up for her shift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So they're not
All right.
always like big things. It's just like changes of hairstyle, maybe like her nose or eye color.
Yala is very perceptive.
Yeah, but
Yeah, as
she'd
we've
be the one driving the
discovered.
boat, so all you'd see are like the hair changes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which I think is not as like suspicious.
Oh,
As, like, a
it's
full-on
just that
facial
silly
change.
magic again.
So, anywho, Salah. So, Samson, since you're the first to wake without Celeste waking you, you wake up early, and you see Celeste moving away from Prin, and Prin, like...
Actually, I
tuckering-
think that's on the magic wild table.
Prin
Hey.
tuckering back in.
You're asleep.
No, Celeste wasn't asleep.
Not you.
But yeah, no, like, as you start wrestling, Celeste looks over you and starts moving away from Prin, and Prin just starts, like, going back to a sleeping position. And she greets you good morning.
Mm. He's just gonna, like, tip his hat and just not even say anything.
And she won't ask
I-
anything.
I assume that, Nim keeps, like, the decanter, like, out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be a
not
good
saying...
idea.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll take that, you know, like, give Lily some since it's, like, the beginning of the day. Take some for herself because, you know, dry mouth.
Nim filled up you guys' water skins with water.
Oh, yeah. So, that.
The water skin would not be enough to give Lily even...
Well, I
No,
know, but
not the Lily part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure we're clear. Bug need big drink. Big liquid energy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Samsonian
Hey, not like
needs
that.
small liquid. Needs small liquid. So, he's just gonna take from his,
Micro
water skin.
liquid.
He's just gonna take from his water skin, and then he's gonna reach into, Nim's bag of holding, and he's just gonna pull out a bottle of whiskey.
Damn, starting the day off
Day
early, I
drinking?
see.
Oh yeah, morning drinking!
Not even morning drinking. I woke up. Time to give myself a bourbon mouthwash. What's that called? There's an actual name for it.
Mm.
Actually, I know what you're talking
No,
about, but I thought that
alcoholism.
required oranges.
The
No,
name
like
for it
there's
is
an act.
decidedly alcoholism.
Yeah, but there's an actual term for when somebody just washes their mouth out with scotch or bourbon. I can't remember.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
Tooth rotting.
yeah. It is all of these things, but there's like a slang term for it, and I just can't remember it because I graduated high school a long time ago, and I don't remember the terminology, the dumbass slang terminology. Oh, I said a bad word. There goes our sponsorship from PBS. Goodbye! Bye!
I didn't realize high school was a bad word to PBS.
I meant...
High school is a bad word to everyone everywhere.
That is
Yeah.
true. Unless you make anime. In which case, that's probably the only reason you have a job.
Yeah, I'm really... Total
Ugh.
side note, I'm surprised how many anime are centered around high school, since apparently
I'm
high
not.
school seems to be like a time of terror.
I'm not surprised at all.
Also, if you Google bourbon mouthwash, Listerine pops up.
That's true.
Mm.
Listerine.
Listerine.
Samson takes out a bottle of Listerine and just starts drinking it.
All right,
That's
go
where-
for the hard step.
Well, that's how you know you have a problem.
Oh, yeah.
I read a hospital case. Someone got sent to the ER because they drank too much Listerine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
because of
true.
the alcohol. They were an alcoholic.
Yeah, that is how that goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, side note aside, I assume Celeste doesn't say anything.
I assume Celeste.
I assume Celeste Salim Salami.
No, yeah, I said Celeste doesn't badger with any questions.
And everyone else trickles awake.
Yep.
Nim casts Prestation on Yala again.
Yay.
Yeah, here we go! So anyway, now that that's over, and everybody who wanted coffee got coffee, where were we? Samson wakes up and Celeste does not prod him with questions. What do now?
Drink.
1 shot, drank. 2 shot, drank.
Not like glit 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 glit
Con
glit.
save.
But like he's just gonna start nursing that whole bottle.
Yeah, and he didn't eat dinner, so his stomach is
he-
like completely empty while
he
he's
ate
He ate a
dinner.
ration.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
he
had
ate
like
a ration.
jerky and nuts the night before.
Ah.
Yeah, he's not dumb enough to invoke that exhaustion. At least I hope not.
Haha.
But anyhow, I'm guessing Yal and Nim wake up, or will wake up when Celeste awakens you. Which will be soon if you don't wake up on your own.
Nim will wake up.
Morning time.
Morning time. The infantile celestial sun rises over the horizon, giggling.
Christ. I didn't realize
Nim
we were
looks
in the
over.
Teletubbies.
Welcome to Zanzibar!
Nim looks over and has a face that says the audacity of that bitch at the sun.
Just blow up the nearest star, forehead.
Yeah, that would solve your drinking problem, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and also solve your sun problem.
Too much
Yeah.
effort for
Can't
too
get mad
early.
if it's always nighttime.
If it's always nighttime, it's always time to drink.
If it's always nighttime, then everything would be counted by moons.
The worst form of counting.
Get used to it, forehead. You wanted the sun gone.
I didn't want the sun gone, I just suggested it.
Goodbye, sun. Hello, moon.
Hello, light.
Goodbye, light.
Wait, with the sun gone, what would light the moon? Yeah.
The other sun.
My sparkling personality.
Jade's sparkling personality would become the new sun.
You know what?
Yes.
That could keep us going for a while.
Oh, indefinitely. That's like a
I am
Dyson sphere
dangerous
worth of
movie
light.
Yeah, but Nim wakes up, gets ready.
Welcome, everybody. Day 5, everybody. Day 5. Get up for day 5.
She sees that the
Yeehaw.
canter is not where she left it, so assumes someone else has watered Lily.
Samson, do you take note?
No, remember I didn't take the decanter because I had the water skin.
Well, yeah, but you can't water Lily with the
I
water skin.
wasn't
did the-
planning on it.
I thought you said that you were doing
If you
both.
stopped talking over me, you would have known that I said, "Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna drink my water skin."
Oh, okay.
You wiener.
Remember, Samson's the one who's sassy. You're not allowed to be.
Oh,
the Nim
yes,
will-
of course not.
the Nim will water Lily. Nah.
Man, don't be so grouchy. What do you need, a coffee?
Do you?
No, I don't need a coffee.
Are you sure? I don't know. I think you might want some more coffee.
No.
Hold on, I'll be over in just a bit.
That sounds more like a threat.
It very much is.
Yeah, a coffee threat.
I'll make you some tea. How about that?
So Nim will ask if
Village.
anything happened during the night.
And is that to Celeste, to Tiala,
To-
to?
Both, because they also had night shifts.
If
I
something
can't
had
answer for
happened, he would've
Tiala, but I
told
know
you.
Celeste will tell you now.
You're not.
So yeah, Samson's nursing a bottle. Celeste is doing Celeste things. Prin will be noticeably the last one up, because everybody else is awake. Thus they notice.
Because he needs his beauty sleep.
Yeah. So yeah, daylight. What do?
I'd like to continue trying to teach Chan how to twirl a bolt.
Which means just teach yourself how to do it with your mage hand.
Whatever floats the boat.
I don't remember what the check was for that.
It was Arcana.
Yeah, okay.
Or was it performance? It was one or the other.
I think it was performance.
Alright.
We're gonna say performance.
Nope.
You drop the bolt and it bounces
Maybe-
off, much like the
Mage
first
hand
time.
picks it up.
You send it to pick it up. Hey Samson, you're driving Lily, right?
Yeah, drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving, as all people should be. Do you want to give me a look on the horizon?
Sure.
Give me a look at your
With-
surroundings.
With perception.
Yay. Nothing
Yeah.
ever goes wrong when we
Okay,
look at our
Can I use
surroundings.
sleight of eye?
Yeah, perceive with your A's.
Nice. Ow. Broody Samson rolls good.
Yeah, you should be broody and drunk all the time. You'll get better rolls.
Well, I hope he's not drunk.
Jeez.
At the moment, he's like a little buzzed.
Yeah, great for the liver. But anyway, you see a curious sight. Your attention is drawn to what at first appears to be a cactus. But then you
But I
notice,
thought I deleted all of those.
which I suppose would be the thought. Even though you didn't actually delete them, but funnier to say it that way, of course. But then you notice it's moving. And you can't make it out well enough, because it's a little too far, and the sun's starting to kick up, so you're starting to get those heat waves. You know, those visual vapors.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to see the familiar movement under the sand, and you see some sandcracklers pop out and just start maiming whatever the fuck this plant is. So, whatever this cactus is, it's getting killed by sandcracklers.
I feel like it's a person.
That'd suck.
A
Yeah, it
person.
really would.
So yeah, you're witnessing some combat going on, but you're not involved. You can be if you want to be, but
Are we getting involved?
there's
Nah.
3 sandcracklers just ripping up a thing.
What if
Sa-
the
Samson
things-
does not feel like,
Being a good Samaritan.
but just does not feel like fighting right now.
I feel like you
PTSD.
might have to get over that.
So yeah, you pass by a little foyer. You see some tan Zorns coming up, walking around. You'll see one dig every once in a while. You got that wildlife going on.
Waves.
Wow. Gosh, as
They
a
wave
player, I
back.
feel like we should stop and help. As Hyala,
Yeah, but
she
none of
doesn't
us
care.
that.
I mean, like, it's not a person, right? It's just a plant.
As far as you could tell, it was just a cactus walking around.
Wait, walking?
Yeah, it was moving.
Oh.
It was like a cactus, and then it started like moving around, and then it got
It's a
fucking
Pokemon.
jumped.
I didn't realize there was just a cactar sitting around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But you're the only one who notices it. Unless somebody else wants to try and jump in with perception.
I mean, even if Hyala notices, she just doesn't care enough.
Samson right now is just too bitter and too alcoholic to care.
Can I roll to perceive that Samson doesn't care?
Absolutely. Go right ahead. You could go check up on
Hey, can I
Okay.
give her advantage on that?
Do you want to be really out in the open with it?
I mean, like, it's just very noticeable.
Then,
I'd
by all
say.
means, you definitely notice.
She just kind of narrows her eyes from where she's sitting.
Samson.
Ponder, ponder.
I can't stop imagining the Megan face on like all of these characters. Samson.
And there's Nim, who is twirling a bolt. Mage hand.
And dropping it. Twirling it and dropping
We don't need to
it.
worry about the specifics.
So you're very noticeably moody and pouty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating on whether or not to inject print on that, but
So, Nim
I feel like
will-
Samson's volatile right now.
Nim, since he's being like super open about it, even Nim will notice. And will say, Hakyala, is it just me? Or is Samson kind of acting like Prin?
Very much so.
Do you whisper that?
Yes!
I was really
Why would
hoping
he, like,
she would
you
say
know-
that.
Coward! Coward! This is why you
No,
don't
that-
have that point!
No, that's understandable. I was just really hoping you'd say that out loud.
It is understandable! But that
That's also
would have
true.
been on the level!
So, can I like listen in on that?
Oh, by all
Wait,
means.
would you-
By all means. What would that be? I think that would be
I-
insight, wouldn't it? Insight's the
either.
stat for detecting things on people, if I remember my ratings correctly.
Well, yeah, but but if you're listening in on someone like whispering, I'm pretty sure it'd be perception.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, do I perceive them like
whatever
whispering and
makes
knowing what they
more
say?
sense. I will.
Yeah,
I mean,
always
it's
go
the
with
same number-wise. It's the same shit. I don't.
You don't. You're just moody. Big mood. This is
He's
no
too
little.
busy being openly Prin-like.
This is no picante mood. This mood is in fact grande.
So,
Wait,
Nima.
I have a second thing to ask.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can Celeste roll to perceive that?
I mean, but what would you do about it?
Comment on it, because Celeste has no ability to keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, do it. I'll be right back.
Ah!
I need,
Help what?
I need
Oh.
something.
What do you need?
Literally anything. My blood sugar just dropped.
Oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any candy nearby? While you go grab something to eat?
I do. I want to eat actual food though, because it's
Better.
Late.
but
No, I mean like you pop a piece of candy in your mouth and you go make.
yeah. I mean, I gotta wait a little bit. But yeah,
So how'd
I'm
you
gonna-
know that? You just got lightheaded?
Huh? Oh yeah, no, it's a very specific feeling.
What's it like? I don't think I've ever felt that before.
Well, so it's different than being hungry, but you can definitely feel it in your stomach. It's very hard to explain, and you get shaky and lightheaded. And yeah.
Oh,
For the life
but I
of
think
me.
I always thought it was something else.
Is deeply unpleasant.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I'm
I,
not- I'm
I can
not-
only think of a few things that are compounded with blood sugar dropping.
Yeah.
So we're
Peter.
there was
But
the roll.
but
I didn't hear the roll go off. That was weird. Yeah, Celeste hears that just barely though.
I imagine Celeste would comment about that, just be like, "What about Prin?"
So, yeah, no, why not? Celeste doesn't hear all of it. She's just like, "What about Princulo?" And then just Prin gives that slow head turn, like, "Here we go again." Just looks at Nim.
So Nim goes, "Oh, I was just saying that he slept late this morning because he woke up last."
Does Nim say that out loud?
Yes, Nim says that out loud.
To which Prin will look at Celeste and just be like, "Well, yes, you know how it is. I have to maintain that beauty sleep, obviously."
Of course, we can't have bags now, can we?
And at that, Prin will smirk and look at Celeste. And she'll just look confused. But yeah. Does Samson make a comment on any of that?
So, no, he doesn't.
He's having a moment.
He's having a mood.
He's having a prin.
Samson is in fact not Pringucci.
Not at all. Samson big upsetty.
Samson, that's like so not Pringucci of you.
Samson's having a big bellitus.
He's Bella pissed off.
He's hella pissed! Pringucci and Bella pissed!
Two genders.
The only two emotions.
Can we get an emote for Bella pissed? Please! Please! We need this.
No.
Bitch ass. So, yeah, no, you're gonna keep walking and doing your thing unless you,
Yep, Lily is just gonna keep on going, and, Samson's just gonna keep on going.
Sam's gonna keep on trucking, and,
Uh-oh.
things will
I
just stay
assume
as
we're,
things.
like, probably, like, around here?
Probably more around here.
Ah.
Oh, cool.
So can we see the grassland as it, like, met the savannah?
Yeah, about how far is that? Hold on, let me.
Can I search for grassland berries?
That is far less than a mile. You definitely are like coming around. You're seeing the edge of the grasslands, kind of poking up and peeking.
Can I search for grassland berries?
I mean,
I wonder if the grasslands are safer than like the savannah as a whole.
Yeah, they definitely
Probably.
are. The most you get is just small critters there. Small critters and insects.
Yeah, there was like nothing dangerous.
The only thing dangerous was dangerous to Hyala because it threatened to change her personality image. I heard that connect.
So.
But no, it is not within 30 feet of you. You would have to
yeah.
get off Lily and walk for a couple hundred feet, if not more. It's within sight, nowhere near within reach, especially with Mage Hand, or even with Mage Hand.
Yeah, no, you said walk in this, and Nim's not doing.
Yeah. You can see it, but it's still a distance. But you know, if you're about here, on like where you are now in day 5, I would say about here would be maybe like here would be day 6, about here would be day 7, and then day 8 you would definitely at some
So
point
like,
reach
would
the
this
point.
be like the morning of day 7 or the night?
I would say anywhere within the day of day 7.
Okay, so we could see like the port on the horizon by like nighttime.
Yeah, you'd start to see whatever lights, if any.
Oh, since when we get to like, how do you ping again? I never remember.
The mouse thing, you just hold it over a spot.
Yeah, you have
okay,
to just be on the mouse cursor icon, and then you just click and hold M1.
So here, when we get to about here, is this close enough to like sense the magic from like the tower?
Yeah, I would guess at that point.
What does Nim know? Oh wait, are we just like fast forwarding because nothing happened?
We're not fast forwarding through the day. Like right now, you're on expedited travel because nobody's got anything to do.
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm asking.
You rolled
Fine.
good on fate, so unless you got an interjection, you are just traveling through day 5.
Nah, Nim's still trying to spin the stupid bolt.
And you might even be able to sense the tower from there. It's just something you never brought up, so I never thought about if you could.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why I'm asking, because we weren't close, so I didn't care to do it. But I wanted to know, when we get close, one, when does Nim feel it, and what does Nim feel? Or do we have to make an Arcana check to understand the magic around it?
I would
must
think it
say,
was
though,
more a thing if you concentrated in the direction you would think the desert to be, you might get something. And that's the DM's might. That's not like a I don't know might. If you
Yeah.
get what I mean.
Nim will, like, focus on the ley lines of the tower.
Now you want to roll an Arcana?
Sure.
Damn.
That's an
So-
Those
Arcana.
lines.
I
they
don't like
lay.
to laugh.
For-
I'm gonna
for-
say.
For
You
the
have
first
Arcana.
time since getting onto Zanzibar, you get the idea to go try and suss out the direction of the tower. So you look out away from the grasslands towards where you know the desert would be, and you just concentrate on the distance. And the more you concentrate, the more you think, the more ill you begin to feel. Not nauseous, not headachy, not, you know,
You feel like your blood sugar's low.
like a cold. More like all of it. And you almost feel this
Yay.
burning. Like 2 spots in the back of your head just starting to burn, itch. Not painful, just discomforting. And as the ambient sound around you begins to fade with your concentration, you feel like you feel as if there's a smile on the back of your head. It's all very odd and gross.
So I almost blurted out, Nim says, "Fuck off, Zanzibar!"
Do it.
And as you do that, you just hear the faintest on the wind, just
Cackling.
hello.
Nim says, "Hi!"
Everyone just turns to look at Nim. She just randomly yells
Even
hi.
Samson will just like, I'll just, huh?
Yeah, you full out blurt that, and
Yeah.
and Celeste and Prin are just like startled by the volume at which you yelled that at, because you just stopped hearing everything else around you from your concentration. So you just max volume, just hello.
Does he respond with anything back?
No, Prin's just shocked. He's just staring at you. So Celeste is like,
I didn't know the small thing could be that loud.
yeah, pretty much like that. And just like the fuck, what the hell? Are we getting attacked? What's going on? But Samson, Yala, your responses?
She just says hi.
I'm actually very appreciative you replied.
Nah, Samson's not gonna say anything.
Gosh.
Oh my
Ugh.
god!
Moody Samson.
So,
In like 3
Bloody
days.
Samson
So here's
is
the
just
thing.
Prin! What the fuck?
see, here's the thing: is this is more like Samson when you guys first met in Everingall, and he just never said anything to any of you.
Yeah, I assume Nim's still concentrating, so...
I hope that Samson knows if this goes on for too many days, Yellow's just gonna smack him upside the head and be like, get over it.
This happened like 1,000 miles ago.
Happened so many miles ago. Get your head in the game, soldier!
Like, he's not even just like anymore. He's just chilling, not talking to anyone, and just drinking.
Yes, that's a problem.
Yeah. So, does Zanzibar say anything back to Nim?
No, but it's like the oddest thing. It's like you can feel him looking at you.
Yeah, so Nim's like, is this like... So she asked, the closer we get, am I gonna get, like, more sick? Do I need to, like, prepare for that?
And you just feel you just feel the smile on the back of your head just get real wide. And you almost... You can't see it, but in, like, your mind's eye, you can almost see the movement. You get what I mean? Like a blind sight. Almost. And without even saying anything, you just see the vaguest formation of a finger snap, but hear nothing. And you instantly just start vomiting.
Ew.
Ugh.
Oh,
Like,
gross.
you
Also,
You just feel the wave of illness.
I need you to put a pin in
Wah.
that. My Discord cut out, so I heard you just feel a smile and then nothing else, and then you pop back in with, and then you vomit.
Okay,
Yeah, that
so I'll
was
go
it.
through it. So you feel that same sensation of the smile just get really big on the back of your head, and almost with like a blind sight, you can see the loose movement of an arm moving, the formation of like the snapping of fingers, the silent snap, and you just feel the pressure wave of arcane energy surge over you, and the feeling of total illness amplifies immeasurably, and you just lean forward and start throwing up.
Yeah, no,
What?
Nim would lean to the side. She's got class. You don't throw up where you sit.
But like, it's not just a one puke; it's a full-on gagging.
Yeah, no,
coughing.
like she's hanging off
Someone
the side.
hold
There's
this
like a
girl's
trail.
hair
It's
back.
gross. I got you. I know the stitch.
So there you go. There's the situation. Prin
Zanzibar's
instantly
an asshole.
Prin instantly looks panicked and doesn't know what to do. You just see Celeste slam the book shut and go over to you and try and like figure out if you're dying or what needs to be done.
Nim probably feels like she's dying.
Hey, you asked.
I did.
You did ask.
Why
you
is
ever
it that
seen-
whenever Shay rolls high on Arcana, horrible things happen,
I'm cursed.
and something leaves the character's mouth? Shay's 2 for 2 on like vomit-inducing Arcana
Good,
checks.
bad Arcana checks.
This wasn't even a nat 20.
Shay, you should play a fighter next time.
You know
Someone
what's
with
really
no
bad?
Arcana.
My next character is a wizard.
Rolls Arcana,
Love
dies.
Gosh.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I assumed it really
okay.
wasn't on purpose.
Oh